Is Jobber worth it? Well, I think that's a pretty easy question to answer. Yes. You've probably done some research, and I'm here to help you do a little more. I'm going to help you decide which plan is best for your business, how you could save time, money, and get the most out of Jobber. Whether you have one crew, whether you're one person, or whether you have 5 or 10 crews, there is a plan that is perfect for you in Jobber. Follow along, let's get at it. Before we get started, I just want to introduce myself. My name is James Benedetto. I'm an ISA certified arborist and the owner of Arborist Solutions out of Columbus, Ohio. I switched to Jobber just like many of you are probably going to, and I signed up with a 14-day free trial and 20% off for the first 6 months offer. And I actually have that exact same offer in the description below. So if you want to, as we're going through this, to follow along and use Jobber, you get a 14-day free trial. You don't have to enter in your credit card information. All you need to do is put in your email address, create a password, and then fill out your account information, and then we can get going. Pause the video. Let's get your Jobber account set up. All right, let's get into it. We're going to start pretty quickly with the individuals and just go over the couple plans that the individuals have, because it is different when you're an individual. Let's say you're an electrician and you just do it yourself. You don't have any crew or employees that you really need to keep track of. Maybe you have an employee, but they work under you at all times. So maybe you don't need the team. Maybe you just need the single plan. You print work orders or whatever. So for that, there's only 3 plans. There's the core plan, the connect plan, and the grow plan. The core plan is only available for individuals. It's $39 a month if you do monthly, $29 a month if you pay for it all up front for the year. It's pretty bare bonesy, but bare bonesy for Jobber is really still amazing. So you'll end up getting be able to write up proposals, invoices. You'll be able to book and schedule jobs online. Your clients will have a hub where they can actually schedule you if that's the kind of business that you run. You'll be able to send invoices and receive payments. You'll be able to get a website. You'll have some reporting, and you'll have access to all of the integrations that Jobber has, which, depending on what you are, might be really valuable. If you're a roofing company and you don't want to have to measure every roof by hand, there's actually an integration for that. If you are a carpenter, they have a Home Depot integration where you can actually buy all your stuff like Jobber and be able to price it through Jobber. It's super cool. Then as far as like one user goes, you have the connect and grow plan, which if you continue, we'll go deeper into that. But really, I just wanted to talk on individuals because you guys won't have the ability, if you're an individual, to get the highest tiered plan because that is only for teams. All right, let's talk about the connect plan. The connect plan is for either individuals or for teams. You have up to 5 users. So it's really for like, you have 2 employees, 3 employees, something like that. Like, connect plan is awesome. Not quite as good, but it's definitely a step up from the core plan. A big step up in my opinion, but it's not like biggest step up. You get to send automated reminders. So you send someone a proposal, they will automatically be reminded, oh, hey, 2 days after you send it on Tuesday, Thursday, they get a message. Hey, see if you had any questions, like free to either reach out through email or anything else. Super cool. Really helps. So then you don't have to do as much. I like to go through a flow. So if I don't hear from a client for 2 days, I'll let Jobber do their normal thing. And then I'll normally do a week after I visited the client and reach out either by phone, text, or email, depending on the client, and try to see what their delay is, anything like that. But the automated reminders just make it so that I don't have to think about it early. I feel like it gets a lot of reviews and saves me time in the aspect of not having to follow up with the clients. Yeah. And it also lets you collect payments automatically. I think that's huge. Not everyone really cares about that. A lot of people are trying to get checks or something like that, like as Jobber payments, which does cost some amount of money. But in my opinion, like the cash flow equals that out. You get to document work on job forms, which is super important, whether you're a team or an individual. Let's say you show up to a property and there is a bunch of damage. So before you even start the property, you click on add note, take all the pictures of any damage that you see around the property, and then that's documented with a stamp through Jobber. So then when you're done, if the client's like, hey, there's a crack in my patio after you guys left, it's like, here's the times, like, we took pictures of that. We documented that. So we save our own butt. And it only takes a couple minutes on the job, and it can save you hundreds of dollars per job per month. Often that there are difficult clients, which aren't very often. Not only that, well, you'll be able to also get invoice reminders. So after you're done with the job, you send an invoice on Thursday. They'll be like, "Hey, your invoice is still due. Like, you pay." Nice to not have to chase down payments. Obviously, after that, then you have to start chasing down, call, texting, normal. It will also track time and expenses. So, like, you're writing up the proposal. Let's just say when I write up the proposal, let's say I'm doing tree planting. So it's a maple tree, 2-inch maple tree. $700 is what I charge for a 2-inch maple tree. Cost me $200 for the plant, and then add in like what I expect labor to be. So if it's going to be 2 hours, and we're going to have 2 people on there, so we'll do $250 an hour times 2, which equals $700. So something that you could do, and when you get into the next tier, it even gets a little better for that specific. But you get everything that I talked about earlier with core, whether you're a team or now we're in the grow plan. And I mean, grow plan is really where Jobber cooks. Like, this is where, in my opinion, Jobber goes from being a good software to the best software. I get so many different features on top of everything that you had in the core and connect. You also get advanced quote customization, so you could adjust your quotes much differently. You could do optional items, which is like our bread and butter. Let's just say in my situation, it could work if you're an electrician or a plumber or anything else. Our client will have goals. Let's just say our client has a goal of put trees around their house to get clearance and making sure that there's no hazardous deadwood. So boom, we'll quote that. That will be item number one. It will be included. They can't click it off. But then maybe we'll add optional or recommended items that will be like all of the trees, or, oh, I saw a possible hazardous limb, we could prune that, or, hey, your trees could benefit from a fertilization, here's an optional item. And when it goes to like you quote $1,500 to prune all their trees, and then they accept an additional $500 in optional items that only take you an extra 25 minutes on site, that's a huge margin that you end up getting from picking this plan. So if the plan costs $250 a month for the year, do a yearly plan, like, end up saving that on 1 or 2 jobs for the entire year. You can end up making an additional, like, you could cover that money. If you're an electrician, let's say you want to add outlets to their sunroom. You're looking at adding outlets to their sunroom, and when you're doing that, you notice that they have a bunch of old wiring, and you're like, "Ooh, like, stuff's not as some of the newer wiring. Let me add an option to redo all their old wiring in a specific section of the house, and we can get some additional money." Not only that, but you can track time automatically. So let's just say you are on site and your crew is heading to the site. It will track their time. Jobber in it, when you have the grow and you have a crew, you get to put what they cost. You could either do their normal hourly rate, which some people do, or you could end up doing like what total cost is. You could break down what the benefits are and everything. So let's just say you pay someone $35 an hour, and workers' comp is 20%. So for every $100, you give them 20, you put $20 towards workers' comp. You could add what the total cost of an employee, or if you offer insurance, you know what that is for their hourly. You could add that, so then you could really see like the expenses and fine tune those expenses really, really well, and see what the job fully cost you, not just what the job cost you before everything else. It's really nice. Grow, you also get a phone number, which if you do the 14-day free trial, you won't have access to that phone number, I think. Um, uh, you pay for it, then you end up getting the two-way text communication with, you could send pictures and receive pictures, which is awesome. I mean, like, your crew doesn't need to text them on their own phone number anymore. Now they could text them on your specific job or phone number, and you don't have to worry about them either having your client's number or having some type of issue with the client being weird or anything like that. Like, be professional because it's through something that everyone can see. So that's really beneficial. And then you also get the ability to build custom workflow automations, which I can go down the rabbit hole with that. Like, we have like a safety walkthrough that we do in the beginning of the job. So every job automatically has this safety briefing they have to fill out. There's many other things that you can get. But when you're a business and you're trying to be as professional as possible, you're trying to get the most benefit out of your CRM, grow, I think, is really like the fine line. Obviously, if you are a larger business, I think the next plan is really beneficial. But even if you have 3 employees, which is like, grow is worth it, even though it costs more money than the connect. It's so much more added value in it. And that's, in my opinion, grow is like the perfect package. All right, now we're getting to the bougie package. It's the one where you either have a lot of crews, you have a lot of team members, $600 a month if you do it monthly, or $450 a month if you do the annual plan. You get up to 15 users. So you break that down and costing you very much per employee. On top of everything in the grow, you get included, which you could add to the grow, like add the marketing campaign, the marketing suite, but you get that included. You also get the receptionist, so an AI receptionist. Have a real receptionist, so we don't mess around with the AI receptionist. I'm sure that it has a lot of value. And we started with an AI receptionist a few years back. I think that we probably would have more clients and maybe more value now than we do, because people receptionists could be really good, or they could be like not that good. And the AI is non-offensive. The AI doesn't really forget. It kind of sees you. That's pretty good. And onboarding, like better than the other onboarding. Not that any of the other onboarding is bad, but we'll make sure that you understand everything. They will help you get the most out of it. You're going to spend the most amount of money. You're going to be treated like royalty at Jobber. And I don't spend the most money with Jobber, and we get treated really well. So I can only imagine what it's like when you have even better support. The premium support. So like you sign through, you get more. And then there's some stuff that I don't really understand. Like you have integrations that aren't even on there. It's really sweet. Like a lot of things that we use for business are actually on integrations, like app marketplace. So I mean, you have a big business, the plus is going to be for you. It's going to help you. It's going to make it everything better. I said, like, have up to 9 employees on top of yourself. Grow might be the best bang for your buck. If you have 11 employees, plus is going to be the best. Now let's get into the marketing plan. And the marketing plan and the receptionist, if you're going to use both of them, you might as well get the highest tiered. But if you're like me and use Grow and you have a receptionist, like you don't need to maybe get that plan. But the marketing, in my opinion, is like it. Like obviously, I'm gonna walk through in about a minute. Marketing plan. I'm gonna show you different campaign like generation. I'm gonna show you how to write a plan or write a campaign, and I'm gonna show you like we're gonna do an actual campaign that I'm actually going to send to my clients. As soon as I'm done, this video, like to do it in real time and do it and show you just how easy it is. And I will try to enter as little information. And if you hold on till then, you're gonna see some awesome stuff. We're gonna go through the marketing plan on my I'm gonna make myself tiny right now. Then I can show you more. On here, I got my campaign performance over the last 90 days. We have created $120,000 in jobs through our campaigns. Sweet, 102 jobs alone. So that's all through the campaign. Let's go first to reviews, because I think that this is probably where you're gonna be like, not help. We started in May, either late May or early June. We had 98 since using Jobber in automatic in 6 years. Like we formed in May of 2019, we started here in May of 2025. We had 100 reviews in that period. Last 6 months, we've gained 18 reviews, and we've had like 9 of our clients refresh their reviews, which are really good for Google. So I didn't get into anything else. I think that the reviews alone will help your business as far as helping SEO, helping you better on Google, either Maps or looking better on Google whole. It's on Google Maps or whether it's just on Google in general. It's going to be really, really, really beneficial. So, in my opinion, are super important. We're gaining more. Like there was 1 week where we got like 6. So, there works out well, especially when you have a lot of volume. We've had a lot more like larger jobs, so we're not doing as much different clients work over the last couple months. Especially we have commercial jobs and stuff like that we've been doing. So the reviews are awesome. The referrals, I haven't had much luck with it. You'll see it's $0 here. For businesses, I think that this could be really awesome. Like if you're a car detailer, electrician, plumber, something like that, and you get referrals, you could offer probably a good benefit your clients refer. So with this, let's say your clients refers you to their friend. On mine, I have it set up where they get a $10 credit towards their account. Really a lot, but like that's what we offer. Let's say if you always charge $1,000 for your care, like some of jobs are $3. if you always charge $1,000 and getting a client cost you, let's just say it costs you $100 to get every client, or $80 in marketing. It's going to be beneficial because you could offer a client like $1 um, credit, $100 credit, or sometimes people offer like crazy. So that could be really beneficial. And some clients will take advantage of this. Like we've had clients that have tried to refer us and just hasn't worked. But in the marketing that you get is they'll do a website, like an generated website. I will show making a website, but I'm not going to actually keep a website. So we'll see how quick it is. Up here on my phone, it's in real time. So here we go. Creating my website, designing website layout. I bet it's going to be good. I've never even done this. So this is first time for you and a first time for me. But that's what this looks like. All right. Getting the color palette, loading your contact info. Let's see what this website looks like. Whoa, nice. That's not me. Is that AI generated? Definitely is. But I mean, don't know how to make a website. This is awesome. Look at this. This is all the areas of United States. It's pretty impressive. But this, you saw it, a minute, less than a minute. I mean, you information that they need. Let's see what services we offer: tree removal and emergencies, tree planting and growth services. I mean, this is awesome. So obviously made our website. I'm not switching our website, but it's got the logo, it's got the client login, get an estimate, phone number. I mean, it's got what you need. And it's got receptionist chat. I don't know if that's paid or not, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty valuable. Depending on your business. If you're an electrician, it will do the same thing, but for an electrician. The cool thing about Jobber, the one thing that I think Jobber does better than everyone is Jobber takes information from everyone. So like you start Jobber and you're an electrician, Jobber is going to learn some of the things about your business. So then when it makes these websites, or when it responds to clients, or when it, does the marketing campaign, it's going to take your style and the way that you do things and make it better. So it is really cool. But now we're going to get to like the best of Jobber, in my opinion. The thing that has been the most valuable for the marketing to me. Reviews are really valuable, but this campaign and the campaign generator is just crazy. So like we are from now, today's December 19th, and we don't open back up until January 6th. So I'm going to let Jobber know that. I'm going to say, we are taking a holiday break till January, answering reach outs, but we'll probably be a little slower with our response. Wish you all happy holidays and hope you enjoy time with your family. We also have only a few limited amount of space left on our consultations in January. So if you wanted to become part, or if you wanted to, oh, I could have copied and pasted this, but I'm going to show you in real time just because I think this is really valuable. Take advantage of our credit, our offer for future service credit. Reach out now so we can get you booked before the end of January. Your work won't likely be completed until then. I mean, normally I spend this, but this is like specific. And like I said, I'm thinking through a real one, so I'll probably speed this up so then you don't have to see all of it. But we had a promotion earlier where if you do $1,000 or 500 to $1,000 worth of work, you get a $25 credit. You do $1,000 to $2,500, you get like $100 credit. And if you do $2,500 or more, you get a $250 credit for future services. So that's only in January consultation. So this will be good for, we have to fill up our schedule in February. This should help with that. So let's see what happens when I hit generate email. This is normally it's pretty on par. Sometimes you have to adjust some things, but like, I used to at least 15 minutes with every marketing email that I'd send. Now I'm spending 5 minutes or less, it feels like. Here you go. Happy from Arborist Solutions. Here we go. You can see as the holiday season approaches, we have a moment to wish you and your loved ones a very happy holiday. We hope you enjoy this special time with family and friends. Please note that Arborist Solutions will be on holiday break until January 6th. While we will still be replying to your inquiries, our responses may be a bit slow during this period. If you're considering tree care services for the new year, we encourage you to reach out soon. We have limited consultation slots available in January, and our work is already booking into February. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure your spot. Thank you for choosing Arborist Solutions. We look forward to serving you in 2026. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit just because it missed one point that I wanted to make, but it is like, I mean, that is like incredible. I have Jobber just knows how I like to see these things, but they get everything down to like send a lot of exclamation. They know I'm more cheery with my their texting, emailing, proposals. Like they know that, and it's better. So they get these exclamation points. They understand me. Our future service promotion is only good for consultations December and January. There we go. And I'm going to make sure that this is bold and underlined so people see it. All right, save. Oh, gotta edit that. All 2,122 clients. Just kidding. A lot of people have unsubscribed, which is normal, and don't get offended by it. Like, so we have some good clients that are unsubscribed to our email. Maybe they have a work email or whatever. You could see 1,000 or yeah, of 2,122 are subscribed to the email marketing. And realistically, like there's probably 100 people in that list that are still clients of ours. So, yep. Whenever we get people's information, make sure that we say, hey, we're going to be able to send you emails, right? I'm going to do a little bit of bonus for you guys here. And I'm actually going to go through some of my proposals that I've sent. Hopefully I could end up like, oh, you know what? Yeah, before I do anything, I could do some of the marketing campaigns and what they've done. And you can see here, like we are here ready to have this, and you can see how many people we've sent it to and how it's doing. You'd see revenue that has been generated. Some of them, obviously, in the more busy season, have been more impressive than later, but it is just a slower. We've done big commercial jobs, so open rates are down. I mean, I don't know if that's bad. Let's get into a little bit of some other things. Let me show you some quotes, and you could kind of see what a quote would. So let me make sure to get the right one to show you. Give me just a second, because the ones that aren't approved, and I think that these ones are nice because you'll be able to see, and all of these are, you can see when they and how people aren't approving them. Some of these people, they just hate. I don't know. I guess the issue is showing actual jobs is sorry, I have a lot. Let's show this one if I could here. This is a really good client. This is a commercial client, so this is a little different. But let's look at the quote. So this is for a commercial job where we're removing a bunch of trees. We've quoted this for a long time, and so it their pricing is lower than what I normally would charge. And we have the agreement, oh, this is always going to get done in like January or February. And we quoted when we for them we were kind of cheap. I do like this client like as a whole. We still money, it's just you have to grind a little harder. We're removing 41 trees, blue spruce trees that are all done. So here we have some optional. You can see optionals that were clicked on. So a tree removal of a dead or dying oak. It's not completely dead, but it was dying. So we'll be removing that additionally. And you can see there's a photo connected, which is pretty nice. And they get to click on the price. There were two chlorotic in the same vicinity. So one over here and one over here that you can't see in the photo. So I got to add that on, and you could see that made us an extra 530. And the only thing that they didn't do, which I always include deep root fertilizer on almost every proposal because it's optional. They get to see what it costs. They can make the decision if they want to invest that much money into their trees. This one was a really good. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't accept it, but it gave them the option to accept it. And if they had clicked this on when we're doing this job, it would have been like an extra $600 in profit revenue. We're already going to be there. Maybe we could send someone off to do that, throughout the day. So pretty. All right. I think that that's good for everything. So again, if you liked everything that you saw, I'd appreciate it. I don't think that there's any deals for Jobber. I believe that everyone has like the same deal. There might be people that could save you 30% per month, but it's only for 3 months. But if you're going to be using Jobber for a while, click the link below. You'll get 14 days to try it out. Had you have been able to try it out, you could kind of go through some of the and play around with it while we were, going over different things. But much Jobber that I haven't gotten on. And depending on how this video does, and depending on how many questions you guys ask in the comments, I will make more in-depth videos on like creating individual items. Like you see tree removal, the bottom portion of this is added on there. Stump removal, like I just click stump removal and do the pricing, and everything else is already on there as far as the words. So our items are quick. If you do, let's just say you do something simple like, and I'm not roasting you, but let's say you do something that is like you have 3-tier packages for detailing, auto detailing. You have 1 package, 2 package, 3 package. When you have that automated, you just click it. You're just like, oh, gonna send them all 3 packages as optional in the grow plan. They get to pick whatever one they want. I mean, it will take you write a proposal and send it over to your client. And then you could go from, let's just say you charge $100 for the basic car wash, slight detailing to $500 for an immaculate detailing. That's an extra $400 that you could generate in revenue, all by just having the right software for it. So I highly recommend Jobber. I'm not recommending it because I could get something out of it, like through clicking our link, although I would enjoy that. But like I'm a user. The only reason why I'm making this video is because I truly, like truly love Jobber. I think this is beneficial for my business. And I think it could be beneficial for literally any business that offers a service of some sort, whether it's at a home or not. You do oil changes for people in their driveway, you fill up their gas tank, like no matter what it is, going to offer value. You clean garbage cans for people. You do junk hauling, like anything where you're going to people and you have to deal with individual clients. So thanks for following along. I just want to reiterate one thing, and I don't know if I've mentioned this throughout this video or not, but Jobber has done something for me that truly makes me feel good. The one thing that it did for me that I don't think any other software has been able to do for me of the other ones that we've used is I get to watch my 3 and 5-year-old grow up much more. I don't have to think about work while I'm hanging out with them. I'm not pushing them on the swing and wondering if I got back to a client. I'm not, uh, spending an hour at this extra work when I could just spend 2 or 3 minutes with Jobber. It has truly made my life so much better. More time with my wife, more time with kids, less time like closing my eyes, bed, and wondering if I got back to sleep. It's made my sleep better, my work life relationship better. I think, whether you are a like me that wants to see his kids grow, or maybe you don't have kids and you just want to be able to use the 65 hours that you are using to grow your business and you want to use it better, you could do 125% compared to what you're doing now, or 150% depending on how you're doing it. And you could just be that much better. You can grow that much better. So don't let yourself and a couple $100 a month scare you away. I am a penny pincher. I mean, I don't want to spend money on anything. I was really hard time wanting to pay for a CRM. And our first CRM compared to what we were doing before really made a big difference compared to pen and paper. And had I have gone from pen and paper to Jobber, I mean, I think I would have doubled the I had of running my business. Whether it be remembering, like I don't remember, like it is so easy. There's a Jobber AI where you could literally click a button and be like, hey, make a reminder for me to do this while you're driving to the job. You don't have to sit there and write it up, or you don't have to add something to your work calendar on your phone or anything like that. Like it will do it for you. Amazing. And the Jobber AI is really new, so don't think that it's going to be able to do like everything perfect for you. Like I've had struggles with it, like proposals, which is if that ever went, I will have more time than in the world. I will end a client visit and write up the proposal talking to your AI while I'm going to the next one, which will save even more time. But like we'll make it so then you have more time. I went from working 65 hours a week, working every Saturday, to not working Saturday almost at all. I do about an hour every morning on the weekends before anyone wakes up in my family. So like I still do a little bit on the weekends. I like to make sure clients are to pretty quickly. We don't have the AI receptionist. So um just easy stuff like that I do in the mornings. And then other than that, I'm not thinking about work for the rest of the day. I don't need to get back to them. I let them know like, hey, I'll get back to you or whatever. It's just made so much. If you're like a little nervous about making the switch, about the time, like whether you have kids or not, if you can go from 65 hours to 50 hours, like I have, it's that much. For me personally, I'm an arborist. Like I started the business because I'm an arborist. I like to do the work. I don't have to sit and manage people. I don't have to manage as much I don't have to do as much of the office work. I get to enjoy doing the tree work, not have to worry about handling clients or getting back to clients throughout the day or remembering to get back to clients today because I have everything, the system set in place through Jobber to make everything smooth. So if you want to work on your business 65 hours, well, you're only going to need 50 hours. So now you can spend that extra 15 hours working on important things like creating systems, creating SOPs for employees, make so then when you decide to grow or when your next growth move is that you are more set up and ready to do it than ever. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Subscribe if you want. If you don't, no biggie. Like the video, that would be awesome. If you want more videos about below, because like there's much more that I can get in, but I'm not trying to make a 4-hour video because I can go through everything. And I think in 4 hours you could jobber and you could do jobber, but I mean no one's gonna watch my 4 hour. So hopefully this isn't too long. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. No way.